really lovely to see so many of you here today. It's been great to catch up with you all. Hopefully I'll get a chance to speak to more of you throughout the course of the afternoon. But today I'm going to be talking to you about our plus factor research. So the plus factor was a study that was undertaken to better understand the relationship between people's mental health, their physical health and their financial health. It was a study over 10,000 respondents with a really strong UK cohort. It was a global study, but it really does give some quite interesting insights. So every one of us will have different goals in life, but have you ever considered how important well-being is when it comes to achieving those goals? Ultimately, my aim today is to highlight the importance of these factors and to ask you to reflect on your own well-being dimensions, those of your family, those of your friends, and those of your loved ones as we go through the insights. So what does financial well-being mean to you? So we asked, when you think about your definition of well-being, to what extent would you agree with the following statements? So, I can't enjoy my money if I'm not mentally healthy. 74%. I can't enjoy my money if I'm not physically healthy. Scored 71%. Being physically healthy is more important than my financial position. 69%. My money acts as a means to having better physical health. 66%. My mental health and my financial position are related. 65%. Financial stability determines my overall well-being, 64%. So what do you think? Are there any surprises there? Remember, this is a really good reflection of the population. But if you were to give some advice to your younger self, what would you say to yourself? We did some research as part of this survey on the impact of having a sporting habit or an active childhood has on people's well-being in later life. Of those who had a childhood sporting habit, 75% would describe themselves as being physically fit. 72% would describe themselves as having above average mental health. And 74% would describe themselves as being financially very fit, compared to those who did not have a sporting childhood. 25% would describe themselves as being physically fit, 28% would describe themselves as having above average mental health, and just 26% would score themselves very fit for financial fitness. So a clear link between the activities that take place during childhood and how that pans out to later life. If you didn't have a sporting childhood, however, all is not lost. For people that exercise 3 or more times a week, 84% would describe themselves as being physically fit. 74% would describe themselves as being above average mental health, and 69% would describe themselves as being very fit for financial fitness. So definitely something to think about there. It really does have a really big impact onto your overall well-being, keeping your body healthy and your mind healthy. So, looking at resilience now, so obviously resilience being the ability to adapt, overcome and recover. And there are 3 elements here, which is physical resilience, financial resilience and mental resilience. So financial resilience, 74% with high financial resilience have the confidence to achieve their goals, versus 29% with low financial resilience. 72% with high financial resilience have the confidence with high physical resilience have the confidence to achieve their goals, versus 26% with low physical resilience. 70% with high mental resilience have the confidence to achieve their goals versus 24% with low mental resilience. So how resilient are you? How resilient are your clients? Are you having these conversations? Are you going through the what-if scenarios with your clients? Far from just ticking the protection or the mortgage box for these customers, you are providing a service that is enhancing your client's mental health, which, as we've seen, ultimately affects their physical health. So looking at financial habits and planning now from some of the insights that we got from this research. So the key themes here were increased focus on overspending. People are worried. People are feeling increasingly less prepared for healthcare support and costs. People are less prepared for retirement. Of the people surveyed, only 26% felt that they had adequate provision for retirement. But being able to achieve a desirable standard of living in retirement was actually one of the top motivators for financial health. So there is clearly a big gap here in between the actual and the desired position. So perhaps when you're having your conversations with your customers, taking some of this research on board, these are the things that are people's hot buttons at this moment in time. Being positive and having the desire to set good examples for family are key drivers for positive change. Lack of short and long-term financial protection are key stressors for people. And that's where you come in, as I said, going through those what-if scenarios, enhancing your client's mental health. Those who receive professional advice regularly are also fitter and mentally stronger. Again, you are the professionals. People do not have a lot of time. That's where you come in. You're doing them a fantastic service. You're giving the information and you're putting the time in on their behalf. So a massive part that you're playing in these people's lives. So the overall motivators for financial health, the key themes here were concerns around saving, the importance of family again, and setting a good example. Setting a good example to children and family as far as finances go, it really did come out really highly in the survey. So perhaps definitely something to focus on in your conversations with your clients. So as we said, a lack of short and long-term financial protection are key stressors for people. Healthy habits formed in early years, in early life, serve as foundations for future physical, mental, and financial well-being. And a lack of knowledge and time impacts people's ability to plan their finances. As I said, that's where you guys come in as the professional. So I'm sure you are familiar with Pacific Life Re, one of the big insurers, reinsurers in the UK. PAC-RE took a different survey of 1,000 customers, 50% of whom had a policy and 50% who were thinking about taking a policy, because they wanted to better understand how much clients valued value-added services, how desirable were those benefits to the clients. So 69% of customers find value-added services appealing. 61% believe insurers should help prevent illness. 63% believe insurers should help with healthy living. 68% believe insurers should reward for healthy living. 66% would value a health check. These are all your customers. Now, these value-added services are included in the majority of insurers' propositions now. And in the current climate, they really have come into their own. It depends, obviously, which insurer you look at, but for HSBC, our Square Health programme is incredibly strong. It includes 8 private GP appointments per annum. The wait list and the difficulty people have accessing GPs now, these services have really come into their own. The peace of mind that people get from a private annual health check, it's absolutely massive. If you can get your clients to use these benefits and just spend a couple of minutes explaining these to your clients, if they just use one of the services once, they won't cancel that policy. They're seeing a benefit of that direct debit now, rather than just if the worst happens. So if anyone would like me at any time to come out to your office or do a Zoom session that really highlights all the benefits that are available, I'm more than happy to do that, because it is really, really important. They're quite high value benefits as well that are offered. You can buy these types of doctor appointments, etc. They're typically between £30 and £50 each. A private annual health check will set you back in excess of £200. So they are high value benefits, and not enough customers are using them because not enough advisors are discussing them with their clients. So it's really, really important. So just looking at enhancing distribution opportunities, as I said, retention and embedding the sale, these value-added services, absolutely vital for keeping business on board. Really, really important that you're having these conversations with your clients. Do your clients know what they are covered for? Do they know what their CI product covers them for? Do they know why you selected that CI product? A lot of people don't, and they don't understand what they've got or what they need. So definitely spending a little bit of extra time explaining these benefits, absolutely vital. Financial support for everybody. So these are really difficult times at the moment. There are a lot of people struggling with the cost of living. At HSBC, we have a financial wellbeing support team. So this is available to anybody. It can be an advisor, it can be a client. You can refer them to our financial wellbeing team, and there are all sorts of support services that can assist there. They'll do a one-to-one financial health check, and there's all sorts of online resources available for your clients as well. And these are the links that we have on our website now for helping with the cost of living and money worries. Last of all, obviously we've been through the benefits of being healthy, etc. I just want to leave you asking yourselves perhaps, how healthy are you? Going back to what we saw earlier on about the link between personal fitness and financial fitness, is definitely something, having looked at this research, that I've taken on board and maybe made a few changes. Just something to think about. So just to review the key learning points here, thank you all for listening today. So you'll be able to understand the balance between physical fitness, mental health and financial fitness now, hopefully. You'll be able to understand how resilience and the ability to adapt, overcome and recover impacts clients' confidence to achieve their goals. Understanding the overall motivators for financial health and financial habits and planning. Understanding customer perspectives on added health services, and understanding that there is help available for you and your clients through our HSBC Financial Wellbeing team. So thank you very much for listening, everybody. Hopefully I'll get a chance to have a chat to you more throughout the course of the afternoon, and tell you a little bit more about our award-winning products, because we won an award last night for our CI product as the strongest standalone critical illness product. So hopefully I'll get a chance to have a chat to you. Thank you very much.